Okay, so we're on. Um,
Hmm.
so part of this, I feel, oh gosh, yes, we got cut off because the timing of our of the recording, and now we're trying to pick up where we left off, and it might not
Yes.
actually work that way. We were talking about colors and how they
Yes.
affect our aura, actually, if I remember
Yes.
correctly. So
Sacral chakra. We
right?
were
So
all up in the
sacral
sacral chakra.
chakra,
Yeah.
our, the blue, which is our throat chakra.
Yeah.
Um,
We
and
were on
so,
orange because we were talking about emotions, right?
yes, emotions and
Feelings,
feelings
anxiety. Yeah.
and where that sits in the body. So this is
Mm.
so my thing as well. Um,
Mhm.
to the point where even, I mean, yeah, what we eat. So greens to ground you, beets, reds, like red food or root veggies to
Mhm.
keep you grounded. Um, we're talking about how you express the color, how it's expressed in the in your artwork, so how those colors resonate with different parts of the body, I guess,
Yes.
in your
Energetically. Yes.
energetically,
Yeah.
which is
And
just
you just touched on food. You just touched
yes,
on food.
yes.
I also infuse herbs,
Mm.
energetic herbs into the star seeds,
Yes, yes, yes.
right?
It's interesting because I think the star seed you gave me to hold, was that a purple one? I feel like it was purple.
Yes, it had aspects of, it had fuchsia and
Okay.
blue, and green and orange. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So it was very cool. And then I felt, and this
This
is what
one,
I
the big one.
appreciate about your work. Yes. This is
This
what
is
I
the one
appreciate
that,
about your work, because you really do feel the essence of what Donna Lee is you feel her intention
mm,
in the work. You fully
mm,
do. You don't know what's hitting you when you're holding it, but you feel the intention. So when I
mm,
felt that, I felt connected to higher self. I felt grounded. I felt calm. Um, I felt open, and I felt also a sense of release. So yeah, that thing
yes.
was mind blowing, mind blowing.
And, remember, and I'm so happy that you said the word release. In the middle here, you're going to see this beautiful archway.
Mm-hmm.
And that archway is the gateway for you to go into moments with yourself, right? It's your inner verse.
Mm.
And this is very much a dialogue about inner connection.
Mm-hmm.
This journey that we're on is an inner journey. We have to start getting back to talking about life from that perspective, right? So
Yes.
again, it's an amplifying tool to
Mm.
assist you to open up to the world that lives within inside of you,
That's wow, incredible.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
even if you just have this on your dresser at home, it's a reminder that you are a very important place
Mm-hmm.
in this world and within this universe. You are a bright star unto yourself,
Mm.
right? And it is up to you to discover the magic star seed that resides inside
Into
of you.
you. Mm-hmm.
I will assist you and guide you on the path. It's almost like I create yellow brick roads,
Yes.
right? And that's
Oh, Donna.
always what that gold means inside
Mm-hmm.
of there. You're golden. You
Mm.
just got to do the work to find your authentic path
Mm-hmm.
to create your dreams and desires,
Right.
right? These star seeds have helped me find that as an artist, right? I'm
Mm-hmm.
not drawing paintings and landscapes and people. This stuff is coming from deep within me because I've taken the time to stop to meditate on it and asked my higher self to assist me to manifest this under the sun,
Mm.
to assist and help others, right?
Yeah.
This is a direct relationship that I've had with higher self in the universe to bring these to support other people.
Mm.
How exciting is that I know my purpose?
Yes. Because not so many people right now are so lost with that,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
I know that you can fully Hmm. You don't take for granted that you know your purpose because you know how hard it is to get there. And so many people struggle with that. So I thank you for sharing your art in a way that's not just, it's not about you, it's through you that
It's
this
through.
is the purpose. It's through you that you are healing others. It is through you that you are helping them find their purpose. And I mean,
Yes.
you talk about the world. The world is better for you because of this. Uh,
Yes.
oh, and so we need to let people know where to find you. I will share it in the show notes. I will
Yes.
also talk about it in the intro. Anyhow, tell us where
Yes.
we are to find you,
So
please.
the magic star seeds, which these are all handmade and heartfelt.
Mm,
I have them on Etsy, so you just have to look up magic star seed, and it's all one word, no
okay.
spaces.
Okay.
In terms of my website, for some more energetic tools and artwork for around the home, you can reach me at dlbk.pixels.com. pixels.com.
Okay. And
And
you
yeah,
go
sorry,
ahead.
go ahead. And my Instagram
Yes.
is Juna Vegas, which is my higher self name. I've created a persona for her
Mm.
because she's a piece of work, people. Okay. Um, that girl, a piece of work, got me working. Oh, it's such amazing. Just even the stories about myself, higher self. That's a cartoon onto itself. Anyways, I digress. So my Instagram is Juna Vegas. So JUNAVAGUS_art. And the
Okay.
Juna Vegas, we just have to come back and talk
Yes,
about that.
please.
That
Yes,
name
please.
in itself is a whole, whoa, okay. All right.
Tell us how you
Juna,
came to how this came to you, because not how you came to it. How did this come to you?
the name, do we have time? Do we have
Yes, of
time for
course
this?
we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So Juna Vegas. So doing some research, just ancient art, encryptions, on the walls in Egypt. And because I'm an artist, I'm always connecting to the scribes,
Mm,
those who left the messages. Because I know I'm a modern day scribe. I
mm.
am leaving these tools. My artwork will live way beyond me, right? So I know what my legacy is and the intention that I'm putting into the world. And I want to be a living legacy. I don't want to wait till I'm dead and everybody's talking about, oh, this is what Donna Lee did with her starseeds. No, let's talk about it now. I want to talk about it right
Now.
now. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a part of it. I want to have fun in it. So the Juna back in the day was those energies that traveled from dimension to dimension,
Mm,
giving the good word that you are in control of your life. You really are.
mm,
If you can master your energy,
mm,
right? Master your chi,
mm.
right?
Yep.
To do good things onto others in the world. So I am the messenger. I am the Juna, right?
Mm.
Who's come back to give the message, right? Of the good word. And I'm just like, oh, wow. So I read that and I thought, yes, I really want to embody that because I really feel that my artwork has those healing properties.
It
So
does.
the Juna,
Okay.
the vagus is the longest nerve that we have in our body,
Yes, that's true.
right? The
Yeah.
vagus nerve.
Yeah.
So I want to have enough nerve to put these beautiful star seeds out into the world. Very authentically me. I don't know anybody else doing any other star seeds out there.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
just because it's not out there doesn't mean that it shouldn't be, right? This is my language. This is my master narrative.
Mm,
Okay?
mm-hmm.
This is how I see. And also for young artists that feel marginalized in society, you have a unique way of seeing, and it should be able to be shared with a broader community. So
Absolutely.
I figure, putting my work out there in the way that I'm doing it, um, could open that up to other artists, not to be afraid who might have work that's similar to mine, but is anybody going to get it? Is anybody going to understand the communication? And it's just like, trust me, their higher self will understand the
Yes.
communication.
Yes.
Right?
Brilliant.
So, yeah. So, Juna Vegas.
That is
Yeah.
brilliant. I love
Yes.
that. I love that. Well, thank you. And that
Mm,
the nerve to move forward and share the
yeah.
message. I will say that you have enough
And
nerve.
be your authentic self.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? I don't see
Mhm.
anybody else doing this, but this is what feels good to me.
Mhm.
And that's the most important thing. And you remember I talked to you about the word magic?
Mhm.
You know, for me, when I started working with these star seeds, I really saw it as magic. Like, this is
Yeah.
magic. How could the feeling that it gives me is so good. And the fact that I feel an impulse to share it with
Mm.
others.
Mhm.
Right. But, magic for me isn't all Walt Disney.
No.
Right. There's energetic vibrations with every letter of the word magic.
Mm.
Right.
Mhm.
Magic, making a greater individual commitment.
Mm.
And that is
Holy.
purpose. Write
Yes.
that down. Like, I mean, I'm
Yes.
honestly like, and that's that. So, we could even just have a class just talking about magic,
Mhm. Yeah.
redefining that word,
That's brilliant.
right? Right. And that's really the origin of the word, making
Mhm.
the unseen seen,
Scene. Mhm.
seen.
Mhm.
So,
Scene.
seen.
Wow.
So really, and really having fun with life and
Mhm.
fun with the universe and just fun with the unseen and making it seen. And there's nothing to be afraid of, out of the dark into the light,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Thank you.
And I have so many beautiful taglines for that too. It's very important that, society and television and cartoons and scary movies always make the dark seem so
Ugly.
scary,
Yes.
ugly,
But to
you
me,
know?
and probably to you, and the dark is where we heal. The dark
It
is where
is.
we have to sit with what's happening in order to, and I'm going to say, like, to understand. This is where you find
Yes.
self. This is where you find the answers. And from that darkness, there is growth. From that darkness, there is light. From that darkness comes love, comes understanding, comes movement, comes grace, comes all of that from that darkness. And
Yes.
yes, it's
It's a
you
place
have to.
it's a place of expansion.
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
And then even the thought of that too, when you think about the dark, I mean, just like the light, but the darkness seems to be more infinite. So there's so much more, um, I feel sometimes that there is to explore in that darkness.
There
When you're in
is.
the light, you can see everything the way it's meant to be seen. When you're in the darkness, that's when you have to, um, when you're in the darkness, that is when you have to
You
look for the unobvious, for lack of a better word, right? It's
or
the
just the feel.
just to
In the
feel.
darkness, you
Yes.
should just be feeling.
Feeling. Yeah.
Okay? You
Mm-hmm.
can be feeling, and especially if you have a desire to do something in the world, see it.
Mm-hmm.
If you can see it, then you can achieve it,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? Sit with those moments in the dark. Put
Yes.
it out there. That's when the dance with the universe starts.
Mm-hmm.
You really, one of the things Miss Blue, the Oracle, and my priestesshood taught us was just like allow the universe to surprise you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Everything's happening on the other side, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's no different with your education. We went to school and we know we wanted to graduate, but I had to do the work in order
You
to
had to
graduate. I
do
needed to
the
read this book.
work.
I had to write this
Yes.
essay. I had to do these things.
Yes.
But you knew you were going to graduate
Mm-hmm.
and you did the work. So you graduated.
Mm-hmm.
It's no different than anything else that you want in your life.
You want things to
You've got to
change. You
put
want
out,
things to shift. You have to put that energy out there.
and
Absolutely.
you put the attention out there and the focus and the drive. Remember,
And trust. And
yes,
trust. That
and
is, I
trust.
think, a big thing for
Trust
a
your
lot of
words.
people. It
Trust the
just,
words,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
right? Oh, sometimes our experiences and our feelings, we learn distrust,
yes,
right? Somebody hurt us. So
mm-hmm,
now we're pulling back a little bit on some of the things that we trust. And,
yeah,
we have to review and look at those things. Forgiveness and compassion is one
mm-hmm,
of the major keys to healing.
mm-hmm.
We're all going through stuff.
Something, absolutely.
We're all
Yeah,
going through stuff, right?
mm-hmm,
And as an artist, it was in my greatest and toughest times that things like the star seed was born
mm-hmm,
for the questions that I was asking. So I pushed through. Provide me with a sign.
mm-hmm.
Provide me with something that I can, that's tangible for me as a reminder that I'm okay.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm okay.
yeah, yeah. I
Right?
think that is the message that I'd like for everyone to hear, that you may be going through a darker
Mhm.
period or a dark period, but
Mhm.
there, you're going to be okay. As you said, it will be okay.
Yes.
And use this time to acknowledge those bits and pieces that you may have like tossed away inside that darkness.
Mhm.
Um, and then acknowledge and move through those things now. Um,
And it's also being honest there.
being
That if there are
honest.
things to move through, let's bring them up. Let's talk about
Yes.
it. Have
Yes.
that conversation with your higher self so
Mm-hmm.
that you can move through it. And in
Mm-hmm.
most cases, Joanne, that I've noticed in life, it's about forgiveness. Either
Mm-hmm.
forgiving yourself
Or
or
forgiving someone else.
forgiving someone else, right?
That is so true.
Because we've created a lot of blocks.
Mm-hmm.
If people do feel like they're stuck in life and they're not moving forward, that means that there's resistance somewhere along the path.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we have to look back. Did I leave myself somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
Did I leave a situation unfinished?
Yeah.
And I'm continuing to move through life, but I don't really feel like I'm moving anywhere because I haven't resolved that within me.
Yeah.
Do I need to pick up the phone and say sorry to somebody?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the hardest things for us to do as human beings sometimes is to apologize,
It is.
and on other levels, ask for help.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
need some help through this. I'm not seeing it all clearly right now.
Yeah.
I just need a little help
Yeah.
through it. Right?
There's so much that comes with that too. It's this sense of being exposed. So if I ask for help, it means I'm not strong. If I ask for forgiveness, it means that I did something wrong. Right. And
Does
sometimes
it?
you don't want to acknowledge that. But then again, it's acknowledging that piece. And it doesn't mean that you're not strong. Asking for help is strength.
Is the strongest thing that anyone can
Anyone
ever
can.
do. Listen, in life, the most important thing is feedback.
Mm-hmm.
When we're at school, what did we get from our teachers?
Yeah.
It was feedback.
It was
She's really
feedback.
knowledgeable about doing this math. She understands the this
Yes.
and that.
Yes.
Right? Her writing is very clear. She has
Mm-hmm.
a clear way of articulating herself, and she knows what she wants to
Mm-hmm.
say.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, feedback.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some very fundamental, basic lessons that we learned when we were young,
Yes.
but somehow we've forgotten to apply to our everyday lives. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Adults.
Yeah. Because
So
it's, go ahead.
it's what COVID-19 did for everybody. It made everybody sit and review and reflect,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? And now
Yeah.
I got to redo. For
Yes.
those that came through shining bright, whoa, was that little bit of meditation time and renewal and
That was great.
release.
Yes.
All the R's were there,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, yeah, I think that we could have a really good time here continuing a lot of these conversations with, with your group.
That's great. Okay. Um, Thank you, Donna, so much. And we will figure out how we can, I know it's coming, how we're meant to work together again. I know it's coming. So we'll get that. Any last words? No, they're never last words. What would you like to
Any,
leave everybody with at this point?
to be open to receive.
Okay.
Open to receive. There's a lot of resistance happening in the world right now, and there's a lot of changes happening in the world right now.
Yes.
And the best place to be is in that grace and ease and calm of yourself. Try to avoid fighting right now. Try to avoid any conflicts right now. Right now really should be a time that you're looking for those people in life who are going to be there to support you.
Yes.
And lift you up.
Yes.
And who you can lift up. It's a very important time to do that. You talked about retrograde. Especially in retrograde, you need to be around supportive people. Okay?
Yes.
And you might notice that some of your relationships are changing right now. Based on the collective consciousness, there's a huge awakening. So, people are really looking for their tribes.
Yes. It's so true.
Right?
Who can I connect with? Who? Yes. Yep.
Yes. So if you are feeling a little bit stuck in those places, just ask the universe to show you. Show me a sign. Give me a sign, right? In terms of that direction, or put somebody in front of me that can assist me with that, right? Allow me to see where I really need to be. And and that's a show that we definitely have to come back and do. I love signs and symbols. I'm all into
yes. Yep,
shapes.
me too.
And so let's talk about it, because people do need to know when that is happening, right? For example, can I give you a quick one really quickly?
Yep.
Okay. So at my house, there was a time, and we were going through a lot of stuff emotionally. My husband wasn't working. I was really, concerned about paying the mortgage. All of these things come up. All of a sudden, I had all these leaks in the bathroom. The faucet was leaking. I had a leak in the tub. So it was all this water. And it was a slow drip from the faucet. But what was happening is that it kept filling up the sink. So we were also having drainage problems because it wasn't going down fast enough. So if I went to work and I came home, it was almost ready to overflow.
Wow.
So what it was, the universe, and I said, universe, what are you saying to me with this sign of water? Right? And it's almost like it's consuming me. It's taking over me. And then there's a block in the drain. So I knew there was some hardcore resistance happening somewhere.
Right.
And Donna Lee, you're going through a whole bunch of emotional stuff. Emotions. It's all about motion and water. Okay? So I started lighting my orange candles, wearing my orange sweaters, and just really wanting to work through that. Right? But I'm just saying, it was my house took care of me and was showing me the signs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, right? So you really have to, the space that you're in as well is going to reveal to you a lot of information.
Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Yes.
Who you are. So I would love to come back and talk to you just about those things, because some people might, I don't even know what it is, why I'm so anxious. So let's start looking at our lives. What are the things that are showing up around us on the daily that, sort of keep popping up in our face? There's a message. The universe is constantly communicating to us for our highest good. The universe only wants us to achieve the best within ourselves.
Absolutely.
So we can talk about all of that as well.
Great. Yay. Okay. Thank you, Donna Lee. This was really good.
It was so much fun. It was so much stuff. And listen, if anybody has any questions, I welcome questions. If there's things that we touched on you want to talk about.
Yes, please email you, drop you a line on Instagram. They can find you. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Joanne. It's
And
been
have a
sliced.
blessed day, a blessed week, a
Thank you.
blessed everything. Okay,
Yes, you as well.
thank you.